Hi guys, I'm back with another video, and people keep asking me to do a video showing my nail care routine, so I figured I would show you guys that today because as you can see, I desperately need a fill-in. So I'm just going to show you everything I do. I'm just going to show you on my thumb though, each step on my thumb, because it would be really long if I showed you every finger. So I'm just going to show you pretty much step by step what I do on each finger on my thumb. So I've just got some cuticle removing cream on my thumb right now. This is the kind that I use. It's IBD cuticle remover or softener. It's 14 mils. I think it was $2.99. I got it from, I believe, AliExpress. So I will link it down below if it wasn't AliExpress. It was either AliExpress or Born Pretty store. So I will check it out and link it down below if you guys are looking for some. And I also have a cuticle pusher here. Looks like this. It's a little metal one. This came from AliExpress too. It was like $1 and some change, so it works really well. So for this part, I have obviously removed all of the polish and anything else that's on my nails off, and applied the cuticle softener and let it sit for just a minute or two, just to let it, do its work. And if you have natural nails, you would do this step as well. So then all you do is you just take the cuticle pusher, and you be careful though, because this is kind of sharp, and you just kind of go around your cuticles and get all the yucky stuff off of there and out of the way. And you're just removing like the dead skin that sticks to your nails after you've pushed your cuticles back. Okay, so now that I have finished that, I'm going to go ahead and wipe this off of my nails and get all the rest of the yucky stuff off, and I will meet you back for the next step. So after wiping the excess cuticle cream and all the dead skin off of my fingers, I take a nail file. And the one I use is 100 and 180. And I use the softer side because I'm working with gels. Gels file down really easily, and it doesn't take a lot of oomph. So you could do this with a hand file or with an e-file. A lot of times I'll use my e-file, but everything I show you today I'm just going to hand file, only because I'm not a professional. I've never been trained professionally, so I just kind of do it my way. That works for me. And I'm afraid that if I show you guys how I do it and I'm doing it really wrong, that someone else will try to do it the way I do and could potentially hurt themselves. So I'm just going to show you what I do with the hand file today. So basically what I do is I go around my cuticles and anywhere that needs to be filed, just kind of rough up the natural nail just a little bit, which is another reason why I'm using such a fine grit file. And I just try to go around and clean up anything that may need to be cleaned up. Get rid of any lifting or anything that may be there, and just basically get the nail ready to start the fill-in. Okay, so after finishing the filing, I just have a lint-free wipe. Well, I'm using a paper towel, but you should use a lint-free wipe with your gel cleanser on it. I just use 91% isopropyl alcohol from Walmart. It's a really big thingy. It's 32 ounces. It costs like under $2. So I just use this instead of the gel cleanser because it's essentially the same thing. So, and I go and I wipe down all of my nails really well. Make sure that you're leaving no dust or debris or filings, anything there, because anything you leave is going to show through the gel. Okay, so I will continue to do that to the rest of my nails. There we go. I will continue to do that to the rest of my nails and get out all of my gel supplies, and I'll meet you back for the next step. Okay, so I've gotten all the rest of my nails filed and cleansed, and at this point you should have all of your nails completely cleansed, free of any dust, dirt, debris, and you should have your nails prepped with whatever you're going to use, your gel bonder or acrylic bonder or whatever it is you're going to use. So I actually broke my bottle of my gel bonder when I just finished my last fill-in. I had knocked the bottle, brand new bottle, off of my table, and the whole bottom fell off and it spilled everywhere. So I am doing this fill without the bonder, and basically all that's going to happen is I'm probably just going to experience some lifting. So it's not that big of a deal. It'll just be more work for my next fill-in, but I need to do it, so it's not a big deal to me. But anyway, so the gel that I use is this one. It's the Lena UV gel in clear. It's pretty inexpensive and it works really well in my opinion. You can get it from, I think you can get it from bornpretty.com. I know you can get it from AliExpress, Bango.com, eBay. So I will link down below where I got this little tub from for you. I got it from AliExpress. I also have an orange wood stick here because you don't want the gel to ever touch your skin, because after it cures, it could cause some problems. So I have this here to just separate anywhere where I may get it on my skin. I also have my gel brush here, which I got from where did I get this from? From Bango.com, I believe. And I have a lint-free wipe with some 91% isopropyl alcohol on it. And I just use this to clean my brush off, and my orange wood stick if I need to use it. So I'm going to open this. Just show you what I'm going to do here. Okay. Okay, so you're just going to take a little bit on your brush. Just like that. And then I place it near the cuticle but not right next to it, only because I don't want to accidentally have this run into it. And it stays put pretty well for the most part. If you put a huge blob on there, it's gonna run like crazy though. So it stays put pretty well, and what I like about gel is it self-levels, and you don't have to rush to work with it like you do with acrylic. You know, with acrylics you only have seconds to work with it before it gets too hard, and with this it's not like that. You can work it for hours if you want to. So I'm just going to keep kind of pushing it back with my brush, just kind of pushing just like this until it gets where I want it. Get a little bit more. Just do the same thing, push it right where I want it. And then I'm just going to kind of pull it through the rest of the nail. And I'm just going to give it a sec, kind of self-level. Grab my orange wood stick, make sure that there's none touching my skin at all. And I don't know exactly what will happen if this cures while it's touching your skin. I don't know if it'll just cause lifting there or if it'll actually irritate your skin. But I've heard so many professionals insist that you make sure it's not on your skin, so I do that just because I feel like something bad probably does happen. So let me get you a little closer there. See, all the places that it's shiny is where I've applied the gel, and it's right up to the cuticle line. And now I'm going to stick it in my lamp, in a UV lamp. This gel does not cure in an LED lamp. So I'm going to go ahead and stick it in my UV lamp for 2 minutes. And I don't know how well you can see it. I might have to back you guys up a little bit here. This is the lamp that I use. I got it from Bango.com, I believe, for like $13 or $14, and it seems to be working pretty well. It's just got one little light bulb in there. It's just a little 9-watt lamp, but hey, it works for what I need it for. So I'm going to go ahead and cure this, and I will meet you back. Okay, so after I've went ahead and cured it in my UV lamp for 2 minutes, I do a quick check and I just look at the nail and make sure that there's no spots that I need to build on, there's no missing spots, anything like that. If there is, then you just go ahead and fill them in, cure it again, and then do the next step, which is you take your gel cleanser on a lint-free wipe and you wipe off the inhibition layer, which is just the sticky stuff left on top. Just because there's sticky stuff there does not mean that your nail did not cure. As long as it's hard, it did in fact cure, so you don't have to worry about that. If it's not curing, you're either not leaving it in long enough, there could be something wrong with your lamp, like maybe you need to change the bulb, or there is something wrong with the gel itself. So, got to make sure it's cured, and if you listen, you hear that? It's cured. All the way through the nail, it's definitely cured. So, now that I have finished that part, I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my nails, and then I will meet you back to file and shape. Okay, so now I have finished curing all my nails and wiped off the sticky layer. Now it's time to file, shape, and buff them. And I'm using the same file as before. It's just 100 grit on this side and 180 on the other. And with gels, they file really easily, so I try to use the 180 grit side, which is the softer side. And it's not going to need much shaping and buffing because all we did was a fill-in. So I'm just going to give it a quick file, shape it up a little bit. Okay, and then I'm just going to take my sponge buffer, my sponge block buffer, my buffer block, whatever this thing's called. And I'm just going to do a quick pass over the whole nail to just smooth everything out, make it nice and soft. Okay, so whenever I finish this step, I always go and wash my hands and use like a little nail brush just to get all of the yucky stuff off of my nails, and I will meet you back and show you what I do in the end. Okay, so after getting all the dust and everything off my nails, the fill-in is pretty much finished. There we go. So all I do is I take my favorite cuticle oil, and this is one, I put it in a little bottle like this because I make it myself. It's just 1 part coconut oil, 1 part extra virgin olive oil, and then a couple drops of vitamin E and a couple drops of essential oils, and it's warm vanilla scented, I think. It smells really, really good. And you can also add a drop or 2 of tea tree oil, which is great for your skin, your nails. It fights all kinds of bacteria and fungus and germs. It's really great. I don't add it just because it smells really, really strong and it's not a very good smell, so I don't add it in, but it is a great thing to add in for those reasons. So I just take a little bit and add it on just with the cap just barely open, just puts the perfect amount on there, and just rub a little bit of it in just to rehydrate. And that's pretty much all that I do. So that's basically my whole nail care routine, other than the painting and stuff that you guys see all the time. So I hope this was helpful to all you guys that keep asking me what I do. Like I said before, I'm not a professional. This is just what I do, what works for me. So like I said, I hope this was helpful. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, and come back to see me next time. Bye!